How y'all doing today, man? I am Lee, and this is the totally unbiased podcast where we are unscripted, unfiltered, and of course, unbiased. We had our first episode yesterday, man, and I want to thank a lot of y'all for showing up. I know the views ain't going to be there. Obviously, I'm not one to care about views, but I am one to care about interaction with the people that say they're here. And I appreciate all of the people that say they are here, and any of the new people tuning into this podcast. We already know how this goes. Your normal content's gonna get its normal thing of views, and then your podcast, of course, is always gonna, the thing that you don't mainly do is not going to have, all those views. So again, I'm grateful and I'm glad that I'm in the position that I'm in right now to be able to talk to you guys and share my opinions. And I'm glad that there's so many people out there, more than I would think, that cares to hear what I got to say. So I call it a W for the first episode. I loved what I was doing. As you see, we got ourselves a logo. Call it ghetto if you must. It's just text, but it's all simple stuff over here, okay? So we make do with what we got, right? But as you see today, this is something I've been wanting to talk about for a while, man. And it is these goddamn reaction videos in 2023 and the bias of YouTube. There's been a lot of controversy on YouTube, and there's been a lot of crazy things done by some high up people, and they've been able to get away with it for the most part. But first things first, man, I want to talk about just these reaction videos and just the dryness of it. Of course, on your screen, you're looking at Sniper Wolf. And I cannot lie to you. I don't like any part of this woman on YouTube. She is got to be one of the... I want to say she's got an easy life. I do. And I don't know about enough about her life, but I could say it's pretty easy if all she's got to do is set up a camera. Every thumbnail is just her with her mouth open, or occasionally with her hand on her cheek, looking to the left or the right or something like that. You occasionally get a thumbnail with her mouth closed. But all of that just doesn't matter when you're is smoking hot. I mean, Sniper Wolf is absolutely stunning. She's beautiful. I think that plays into why she's so untouchable on YouTube. It's like Sweetie in the rap game, I think that's why she maintains some fame that she has, She's absolutely gorgeous. So she's gonna, like, she's just the person to put on a magazine or a billboard, you can't fail. You're gonna get some looks at that. Sniper Wolf is the same way. She's cultivated a fan base, and I'd like to say that she's got a bunch of simp fans too, that are willing to force themselves to watch her content if it means that, they'll get some sort of reply from her in the comment section or on Instagram or something like that, It's pretty easy for these type of content creators to play, oh, I'm just like you, and act like they want to talk to you and stuff like that. You got a few genuine people out there that could talk to everybody no matter what stage their career they're in, It's just a few of those people out there that still remember they're human and not just some lab created content creator made for the sole creation of creating content, Sniper Wolf, when you watch her content, right, man, you are watching absolutely nothing. That is if you're watching Sniper Wolf, because if you're watching her reacting to content, if you're watching her hoping that she has some insightful things to say about the video she watches, or hoping that she can add anything to whatever video she's reacting to, you're wasting your time, and you probably have been wasting your time for years. Unless Sniper Wolf does like a try-on haul or something like that, or something that isn't reaction based, she's probably not going to do anything. And obviously, it's just a golden scheme. It is. You sit there, you look cute, and you make a bunch of money. Millions, probably. Sniper Wolf is one of the featured videos are featured content creators that YouTube loves to shove down your throat. If you're not logged in, she's one of the default content creators that they'll show you. You know, you'll see Sniper Wolf, you'll see Corey X Kenshin, you know, you'll see Mr. Beast, you'll see probably some makeup channel, tutorial channel that you probably never heard of, but somehow has 5.5 million subscribers and gets tons of views. You've never heard of them, but guess what? YouTube knows, and they get all those views, so they've got to be showcased. Maybe Bianca and Damien, and hell, that's a that's a saga within itself right there. Damien and Bianca have got to be that era of YouTube, man. I tell you, I tell you, her boy. Oh my goodness, man! You watch them come up from the bottom and reach some sort of importance. And continue to gain thousands upon thousands of subscribers. You know, every day they're talking about hey man, we gained like 25,000 subscribers. Oh my God, we gained like 5,000 subscribers. Oh my God, we gained this much. And this is coming from somebody that gained bunches of subscribers by asking for them. Going in comment section after comment section after comment section, asking people to subscribe to me. And, you know, it worked. And sadly, that is why my channel has such a lopsided views. But, yeah, I'm not even sure that's really the case. I'm seeing channels with more subscriptions than me, or subscribers than me, that pretty much match me in views, you know? And it's kind of sad, honestly. It's like, why subscribe if you're not going to watch? It's just the golden question when it comes to content creators and their subscriber base. Like, why subscribe if you're not going to watch? Why subscribe if like 3 months later I'm going to get lost in the shuffle? It's like a kid in a candy shop. They just pick a whole bunch of candy that, you know, they may pick a bunch that they will always go back to, but then they'll pick the ones that they like, but, you know, don't really show too much attention to. This is a candy that gets lost in the back drawer, that gets covered in webs. And you only remember when you have to deep clean. And when you deep clean, then now you only keep the ones that you really like. And then the cycle repeats, of course. You go back to, you know, hoarding channels. So it's crazy. And it sucks to be a part of that. To be a part of that. Honestly, it really does suck. 7,000 subscribers. You would think you get 7,000 views. But I'm grateful for the views that I do get. Trust and believe, because like I said before, I'm overachieving on this app/site. But back to Sniper Wolf, man. This is just the worst. You know, if y'all probably have seen the saga with her and I believe his name is Jax Films. You know, he had a whole, I guess, saga where he was just mocking Sniper Wolf. He had a whole bunch of videos up, which I'll say this much about that. If you're going to basically make a series, you got 50 plus videos, you know, making fun of somebody, they're bound to respond. I don't quite agree with how Sniper Wolf did it, but how many times do you have to throw a rock at somebody before they turn around and say, all right, put them paws up, you know, let's do this. Like, you're not about to keep on trying to embarrass me. You're not going to keep on antagonizing me and acting like I don't know that you're antagonizing me. So, I guess someone in Sniper Wolf's camp caught wind, or maybe Sniper Wolf herself. 9 times out of 10, she was told this. I'm sure she does not need to vanity search. She's, again, one of the biggest YouTubers, around. Probably, if there was a top 100, she more than likely is in the top 50 when it comes to popularity. Maybe even top 10, honestly, if you ask a few people. But 9 times out of 10, she might have called wind of this herself. She winds up going to Jax Films' house, and, you know, first thing she says, you know, I should probably go over his house. You know, he's right down the street from me. You know, let's say what's up to him. And she does just that, and she doxes him. This kind of feeds into the bias side. I'm still talking about Sniper Wolf as a content creator, but this goes a little more into the bias side now. She doxes him. And of course, you know, doxing somebody is just one of the surefire ways to get canceled. And I hate using that word because it's so stupid. People use it wrong every day. You know, you don't say bless you when somebody sneezes, you're fucking canceled. You know, it's fucking stupid. But she doxes him. She goes up to his house. She doxes where he lives and says, "Oh, well, he's got to come outside. One of these." Apparently, she had some ice cream delivered to him or whatever the case may have been. I'm not too certain. And I don't know. The day after, this all blows up, and everyone's asking for Sniper Wolf's head on a platter, and they're saying, "Oh, get rid of her channel, get rid of her channel." And what does YouTube do? They do, I shit you not, they do one of the lamest things I think I've ever seen a company do when it comes to one of their sole proprietors, I guess you could call her. They demonetize literally one video. One fucking video. They demonetize one. Just one. I could not believe when I actually heard about it, because I'm thinking, oh, they just demonetized her channel for a second. Not only did they demonetize one video, they temporarily demonetized one video. It's like, yeah, Jack's Films could have been killed, something really bad could have happened to him. Slap on the wrist. Slap on the wrist for this woman. I say that because now I want to talk about another man that you see on the screen here, I'm sure the man on the screen, James Charles. Y'all remember him? He was the guy that was being a little child creep, talking to a bunch of minors and trying to basically develop some form of sexual relationship with a few minors. There's a few situations where James Charles has been caught talking to minors in a sexual manner. And how does he get rewarded for that? Well, first things first, before all that, you had the Toddy Westbrook little debacle, and James Charles started losing subscribers, and Tati started gaining the subscribers that James Charles was losing. That didn't really do much because James Charles still was one of the most popular content creators in the world, one of the most searched, one of the most looked up. He was a trend within himself. People cared about checking him out, and probably still to this day, he might be one of the most popular YouTubers. And honestly, I didn't want to do my research because honestly, just looking at this guy, he's just annoying as hell to me. Honestly, he truly is. I don't like James Charles, and it does not at all have anything to do with him being gay. He's just again with the controversies. Okay, he looks like somebody that was told yes his entire life, and the second he got told no, that's no. I'm just nah. I don't like when people can get away with stuff like this. Not, and I have a story for later that of course people that know me know exactly what I'm going to be talking about. But it's pathetic. It is. For them to be able to do those egregious things, for them to know that. Now, remember the story I said I was going to talk about, because I only mentioned it like literally 15 seconds ago, right? Let's talk about EDP for a minute. So EDP was caught talking to minors. Someone even ran up on him. You remember the racist pedophile himself? I think his name was it was Jeff Goldstein or something like that. I'm not too certain. Chet. There we go. Chet. I knew it sounded like that a little bit. Chet Goldstein. Yeah. And that situation was wild with just Chet Goldstein. But EDP was exposed to be a little weirdo talking to multiple minors. His channel's gone. Okay? His channel is out of here. You can't find his channel. So you got EDP, who does the same thing as James Charles, only James Charles, to our knowledge, doesn't meet up with any minors. He just is talking to them. Slap on the wrist for James Charles. He's still going on strong. People probably have forgotten about all that by now. It's whatever, right? You know, he probably still talks to the people he talks to, all that stuff. Nothing truly really happened to James Charles, though. He had a few months where he had to basically duck his head down. He couldn't really be out in the public talking to, or doing anything. He couldn't post. He couldn't do anything, He couldn't post on YouTube. He couldn't do anything until he returned. He said what he said about the allegations and all that stuff, and then everyone was just like, "Oh, okay, well, that's accountability for you. Look at him. Your favorite YouTuber can't do that. They'll probably just run away and stay gone." It's just like, wow. Like, the dude did one of the most egregious things that you can do as an adult on this planet, and the man survived. Meanwhile, EDP got caught doing the same thing. Nothing. TikTok won't let him do anything, even though I heard, he was on there temporarily. He tried to start a website. They wouldn't let him do that. He couldn't make any video, another channel on YouTube. He probably has a channel. He literally cannot show his face or say a word, speak or do anything. He cannot be in the public eye whatsoever. Literally whatsoever. You see EDP and someone's got something to say about it. I don't know how so many people know. He became a meme after that, so it's hard to not wind up, basically being canceled worldwide. Now that's being canceled. When you say the word canceled, EDP got canceled. His channel got taken. His whole livelihood got taken. The man apparently was a security guard and a target at one point. I'm not too certain. They probably fired him after someone told about that too. It was like, oh yeah, he's a pedophile, right? Like, the dude's life is ruined. He probably is super broke now. I don't know. I'm not too certain, honestly. Disgusting situation, and not at all am I saying EDP didn't deserve that. I'm just saying James Charles definitely should have got his ass deleted too. Anyone that does shit like that needs to get their ass out of here. It needs to be deleted. That child, that talking to minors and all that stuff. It's wild. It truly is wild. You reach this fame and you're like 20 plus. You're like 20 plus and you choose to talk to kids. I just don't understand this. I don't get this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, James, there are plenty of gay 20-year-olds out there, gay 30-year-olds even. That's fine. You want to go a little older. I'll never get on anyone for going older, just as long as they're also of age themselves, it's a little weird when you're 18 going for a 45-year-old or something like that. There's just some type of sickness in that. Teenagers going for fucking senior citizens, yeah. Definitely double standards there, because when the younger one goes for the older one, all the heat's on the older one for accepting that. Of course, it's like double the heat if the older one goes for the younger one, So no, it's wild to me. It's absolutely crazy to me. Again, you're 20 plus, and yet, your dick still gets hard for high school kids. It's ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. And EDP, again, you are a sack of shit. You are a sack of shit. A sad, sad sack of shit. Truly. One of the worst human beings walking this earth. You got a man that sat up here and said that, oh, I'm gonna get help. He was in that video crying and doing all this little acts, this little trick. Crying and, oh, I'm gonna change, and didn't do shit. When Chet Goldstein was going through his stuff, he spoke about that. I met a whole bunch of punk made motherfuckers like yourself. You're a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. It never once took accountability. Never once took accountability for his actions at all. Did he take accountability? He just tried to brush past it. Literally right after that, he just tried to brush past it and like make a video about literally something else. Totally unrelated to it. I think it was some video talking about the Eagles or something like that, because he's a big Eagles fan. And he must be happy. Something to be happy about. The Eagles are doing pretty nice. At the time of recording, they're doing pretty nice. My Lions better, though. I will say that much. My Lions are better than the Eagles. Something I don't think I would ever have been able to say. Um, yeah. You don't do anything to change. And at least James Charles actually took accountability. Of course, he wound up getting caught for this something similar, literally right at, like, not right after this, but not too long after it. So it's like they apologize so the community believes, so YouTube doesn't get ready to pack them up in a blunt. Um, no, it's just so, and that's why I don't like James Charles. This is why I do not like this man whatsoever, because he's one of those type of guys that does this lame shit and what looks like he would continue to do it. There's no stopping. You got the Shane Dawson's talking about busting a nut on his cat's stomach, and a bunch of other lame shit he's done. You got a whole bunch of people. Logan Paul in the forest, in the suicide forest. He had a deal taken away. You know what I'm saying? Let anybody else show a dead body or some sort of mutilation here on YouTube, their channel is gone. It's out of here. What about what's his name? PewDiePie. He's such a big channel. It's like, for me to even almost forget his name is crazy. Because at one point, PewDiePie was the most subscribed to channel on YouTube. Now it's Mr. Beast, I think. And then at one point it was T-Series. So yeah, but nah, man. Honestly, yeah, PewDiePie was just an N-word storm. Back and forth, back and forth. Nothing happened to that man. Apparently he at one time told an artist to draw like some sort of something saying something about Jews or something like that, and people take that anti-Semitic shit very seriously, very, very seriously. Even people that don't necessarily care about Jews somehow have some opinion about anti-Semitic people, just to get those likes and shares and stuff like that on their their post. It's annoying. This type of behavior is only really relevant on X or Twitter. I don't really call it X, honestly. It's very stupid. I don't know why they would change it to X. Yeah, nothing happened to him. Nothing happened to that man. I think he lost his YouTube Red little show that he had, which was already pretty fucking stupid. He's enjoying a break from YouTube, and he has a family with his wife. And that's cool. That's wholesome, but you can't forget these things, all right, when you've watched them yourself. Whole bunch of controversy. And the only channels that get packed up are the smaller ones. Let me do anything similar to what those other channels have done, and I'm out of here. If I put any type of, like, nonsense in the title, it's a wrap. Hell, you can't show being naked too much on YouTube, and yet in one of Cardi B's music videos, I believe it's Press or Money, one of those videos, Cardi B is naked sitting in front of a piano. She's got her whole bare ass sticking out, got a whole bunch of titties flying, all this stuff. Yeah, you can still watch that video right now. There's a whole bunch of music videos where they're doing absolutely wild stuff, but nothing happens to that. They can make all sorts of money for those videos. But let me post a picture. I might even just troll real quick and just post a naked ass on this video. But you know what? We'll make that decision while I'm editing. I make a business decision while I'm editing. I'm gonna have to wait for the devil on my shoulder to pop up and the angel on my shoulder to pop up to see if I want to do that and see if YouTube does anything about it. I might more than likely not do it, yeah, smaller channel like mine, smaller channel like, anyone that has less than 500,000 subscribers, they're done. Like, YouTube does not care about the channels that have less than 500,000 subscribers. You mean nothing to YouTube, It looks impressive. It does, because don't get me wrong. That's an impressive number. If you could get more than 100,000 subscribers, 100,000 people to check, to look at your channel and click a button that says, I want to see more content from this guy. That's impressive. That's always going to be impressive. Fill a stadium full of, 100,000 people. That's a lot of people there to listen to what you have to say. That's very impressive. Hell, even my number, 7,000. Fill a room of 7,000 people. That's your typical WWE live event, or it's getting closer to what AEW looks like nowadays. Probably less than that, honestly. But I'll tell you, man, it's pathetic. It is. And going back to Sniper Wolf, you do these type of things, and you only wind up wanting to come off like the mature person when you're under fire, when you can lose some money. And understandably, she's in a position where she has a lot to lose. And she still did this stupid thing as if, let this be Twitch or Kick. I can't even say Kick because they're showing fights on there and porn and all sorts of stuff. Kick is just, you go over there, you might as well also be a porn star. Anyone that didn't have any success on OnlyFans, go on over to Kick. They look the other way. If you're big enough, that is. It always has to be some sort of popularity to you for them to look the other way. Okay? If Cardi B joins Kick and says, I want to have a live sex tape with Offset on this website, guess what? This is not going to happen. It's not going to get taken down. It's going to be one of the most watched things in the world, and Kick is going to know that, and they're not going to do a damn thing about it. So, yeah, these websites, they don't have morality. But you do this, and you don't even think of the consequences. The only consequence, and she apologized, and her one video had got demonetized temporarily. That change of guard in just one video being demonetized. Would you imagine what she'd do if her whole channel had got taken down? Boy, whoever the CEO of YouTube is, man, they would have had some nudes coming their way. Sniper Wolf would have been over there willing to suck his balls clean, the skin right off. They dirty? Shit. Let Sniper Wolf clean them up. She gonna do it. She will do anything to keep that channel running. I'm sure of that. This is her life, So it's ridiculous. It truly is ridiculous. YouTube reaction videos nowadays have just become one of the worst things to watch. You have to have some personality when you do this type of stuff. When I used to react to videos, I always used to pause and add a bunch of context and talk about stuff. I find that people that talk all the time in the reaction videos that pause and stuff like that, those are the people that I like to watch when I watch a reaction channel, because you're watching a reaction channel. You're not watching, I'm not watching this. I'm watching this for the person, but I'm not watching this for the person, if you know what I'm saying. Like, anyone that's watching Sniper Wolf, they're not watching, I'm sure some men might be, because, she looks good, again. But, for the majority of her fan base, her subscriber, well, really it's a fan base, okay? I have a subscriber base. I don't have fans. There's no one that would take a bullet for me in my community. There's nobody that would make, fan accounts for me. I call that a subscriber base. You're just watching me, essentially. That's where it goes. That's where it starts and ends at. Nobody is super obsessed with what I do. But that the same cannot be said for Sniper Wolf. I think there are fans out there that would die for her and would do all those crazy things that I just mentioned. She's just looking. She's just observing and adding little things here and there. Oh, that's cool. Oh my God. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It's like being on the phone with an unengaging significant other. It's like the key indication that it's not going well. It's just annoying to me because it's reaction, One guy that I'd like to really highlight here when I want to talk about reaction videos dying, Blasphemous HD, okay? Blasphemous HD has fallen from grace harder than anybody that I've seen on YouTube, next to Brandon Rashad, of course. that man right there. I checked out his channel recently. He's not even Brandon Rashad anymore. He's ex Neptune. He has been for a while now, and he used to be normal, should I say. Now he's wearing these masks and stuff like that when he reacts to stuff and he's talking about stuff. Now he's wearing these masks. I don't know what. Again, I'm not gonna hate on the man's lifestyle. He's probably living a healthy life. He's happy with what he's doing. That's fine. But the man, you know what I'm saying? Channel wise, it ain't where it's supposed to be at. You know. Again, he could talk about being happy all day long and all that stuff, and that's great. I salute to that. Salute to anyone that's living their life happily and all that stuff. But we're talking about the quality of your videos here. And that man is reacting, but my God, it ain't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't, I'm sure he ain't where he thought he was going to be at. And that's one of them things I like to, you know, pinpoint. When you've got more than 500,000 subscribers and you can't get over 10,000 viewers, you know? Like, the ratio on that is insane. It's insane. There's over 500,000 people that clicked on your channel. Admittedly, they, you know, it was when most of those subscribers came from when he was with D Chanel, and she's doing just fine, by the way, by herself. So I don't know, but well, I'm not too. Last time I checked her out was a few months ago, so I'm not too certain. I'm certain she's probably doing well for herself, though. If she wanted to, she could take over the damn world too, because she's another one of them females that look really good, that could come out and do try-on hauls and do makeup tutorials and all that stuff, and shit, she'll take over the planet, okay? But let me tell you, man, Blasphemous HD, you go to his channel, right? His main channel got terminated. For what reason, I'm not too certain, honestly. He had millions of subscribers. If I'm not mistaken, he had near 3 million or 2 million. His second channel had less than that before it got his main channel got terminated. But now his second channel has reached 2 million subscribers. And if you look at his channel today, I try so hard not to put graphics up, but I may very well have to put a, no, I'm not, this is not supposed to be some smear campaign. Blasphemous ain't the same at all, and it's very evident that he just does not give a shit anymore. He just does not care anymore. He'll have some excuse and be like, why am I supposed to care when these videos get me money, and like, everything else I have to pay to do and all this stuff, I could just sit here, and it's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't putting in the effort. You're not, like, both back in the day, you had a reason to put in the effort. It's because you had the eyes on you. But you're saying that you don't want to put in the effort because people ain't watching you like that. Like, you have to be able to, if you care about this, you have to be able to do that. So essentially what that means is he's just repeating the same thing over and over for money. He's always been a money hungry type of person. It's why a lot of his friends have distanced themselves from him. He's had a whole new crop of friends. I can't speak on the man's life because I'm not in his life. So I don't know. I don't know shit, I don't know none. He used to have Dr. Girlfriend. He used to have Chavez Slovakia. He used to have even, his girlfriend would kind of tune in to their stuff. And he had Dr. J and the women. Randy is his name. He had all these characters, and they're not anywhere near him anymore. He doesn't do the prank videos. He doesn't do the gaming stuff. He doesn't do the cooking stuff. He does nothing on those other channels. It's just Family Guy reactions, where he barely puts in any sort of reactions at all. He just laughs, and seemingly to the same fucking jokes. He just acts like he doesn't know what's gonna happen. He watches the Cyanide and Happiness, the dark humor stuff, American Dad, it's just like the same fucking thing all the time. And it's so sad to see. It's like this guy genuinely used to be one of the people that I used to watch all the time. I used to watch him. Literally, I used to binge his stuff. And even now, you could say that you can go back and binge his older videos, and you could tell there was some form of passion that was in it. And now there's nothing. There's no care about what he's doing right now because there's no need to care. No one cares about his stuff. No one cares about what he's doing. So why care about what you're doing? Why give a fuck about your quality when it's already over? It's done. It's done. It's been done. For years it's been over with. After the whole Chavez thing, where seemingly it was kind of clear that Blasphemous cheated on Dr. Girlfriend, or his ex. I'll say that much. And it came out that Blasphemous was a shitty person. After that, his fans basically just got the fuck out of there. They stopped checking him out. I stopped checking him out. One thing I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna support shitty people. I'm not ever gonna support shitty people. Even if I liked your content, I'm never going to feel good about putting money in bad people's pockets. It goes with music. It goes with content creation. Everything. If you're a shitty person, I'm not watching you. And you could be as cool. Your content could be one of my favorite things. It could be a video game I even love. If the person behind it's a shitty human being, I'm not buying it. I'm not doing it. I probably should stop playing 2K because I tell you right now, they some money hungry bastards over there at 2K Sports. They are some money hungry bitches. There's no way a game should be $70 or $100 or $150 and you got them paying in-game goddamn league passes. $20 for this one or $10 for this one to get rewards up to level 10 out of what? Get to be a level 11 out of level 40. Like, I just paid you $20 extra and you got me going up to level 11. Skip all this if you don't know what I'm talking about. But then you got the in-game VC and all that stuff. People got to pay $20 and, extra money. It's just bullshit. So whoever, my favorite little catchphrase, enjoy Earth. Because hell is hot. It's hot and that's where you're going. Enjoy all the money y'all gonna be making over there. You, Rodney 2K, Mike Wang, all them, all them dudes. It's hell. It's hell. It's hell. It's very much hell. Or as the women say, is giving hell. It's the gluttony for me. But Blasphemous is just a shell of his former self. It's a difference between him and Sniper Wolf, because Sniper Wolf seemingly never gave a fuck. It seemingly never cared. Maybe back in the day you could see some semblance of some type of effort when she was playing video games and stuff like that. But now it's the same thing all the time. Why would you ever have to take break from doing videos when all you gotta do is sit there for maybe, force yourself to sit for 8 minutes so you could reach that threshold to where you could get paid, and then boom, I could put out a reaction video. You have so many examples of this where people just sit there and just don't say anything, and they just force themselves to get to that 8-minute mark. They just add in filler, nonsensical bullshit. They try to add as many random little edits that they can. It's like I stopped monetizing myself once I hit this new wave on my channel. And not, the money would be fine. That's cool. So anyone would say, oh, you're stupid. You should monetize everything. But, it's like, I want y'all to just click on, watch, get some type of entertainment or enlightenment from it, and go on about your day. It's just so much bullshit that comes with this. You got people that are monetizing videos, highlighting people's deaths. You got people monetizing videos making fun of other people and nudity and all the stuff that YouTube is supposed to be banning and keeping away from this site, and yet they can make money from that. But any other smaller YouTuber does this and they're condemned. They're damned. So YouTube definitely has a bias. It definitely has a bias. It's disgusting, and I don't know when it's going to change. I don't think it'll ever change, quite frankly. That YouTube has their golden children, and I don't think that's going to go anywhere anytime soon. But I've spoken too much on this topic. I could talk on it all damn day long if I truly try to. But we're gonna save some of this rage for the other topics we have. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna take a break because, quite frankly, YouTube has changed their monetizing options. You used to be able to put ads where you want to in the videos. Now they do it themselves. So unless I'm just stupid and I don't know what I'm doing anymore with YouTube, because I only monetize my podcast. By the way, I'm only gonna monetize my podcast. My regular videos, I'm not going to, but the podcast, sure. 3 ads, whatever. That should be nothing. And plus, hell, I don't ask anything from y'all anyway, so that's the least I can do. I don't need to make money from this, but hell, we're gonna treat it like a true, out there podcast. So take a quick break, and of course, fuck blasphemy. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Let's take a break real quick. We're back, and I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. I kind of, talk about this here and there on Instagram. Again, if you're not following me on Instagram, that is the place to keep up with me. If you want to talk, hear me talk about some of this stuff before I talk about it on my channel. And it is why I ultimately stepped away from rap content and why I don't think I'll ever return to it. I want to quote Nicki Minaj real fast. You see Nicki Minaj here on the screen. You're probably assuming that I'm going to be talking crazy about her, and that's not it at all. I want to quote what she said. She said, "When I listen to rap music today, I'm hearing popular artists. I'm hearing popular rappers. I'm not hearing talented rappers. I'm hearing popular people, not talented people." And I don't think there's a more accurate statement made in the game than that right now when it comes to rap music. I love rap. I do. Listening to it. What I have heard. Because what is coming out now is just a cavalcade of fuckery. You got the people that have consistently kept up and are doing a good job. People like Nas and people like J. Cole and Kendrick. People like Big Sean, Russ. There's a trend, you have these newer artists that come out, and they don't try to evolve their game. And the artists that are showing up right now, they have nothing to really offer for the future. And yet, this is who everyone decides to put their leverage into. I talked about Sexy Red in my first episode, and although we were talking about her influence, her longevity is something that I've always been curious about, because Sexy Red is not the type of person that I believe is going to be sticking around here for about 20 extra years. Truth be told, I don't honestly believe she's going to be sticking around here for another 2 years, maybe not even the year. I want to say, personally, that it has nothing to do with who she is as a person. Because you can be ghetto and ratchet all you want in your personal life, whatever. But when you start rapping about it, and this is who, people want to say is the face of your field, it looks away. I don't want Sexy Red to be the face of what rap or hip hop is. Definitely not rap. I separate rap and hip hop all the time. Rapper to me is like Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. A hip hop artist to me is like Sexy Red and Yeet and Playboy Cardi and Lil Uzi. That's not rap to me. That's hip hop. That's trap. That's all that other stuff. That's rap is rhythm and poetry. It's talking about something and materialize. Putting it together, and we making a story, and we putting it in music form. The conscious folk, the lyrical, spiritual miracles that actually make sense. Those type, the ones with rhythm that actually give a damn about their craft. That's rap to me. Russ is rap. 6ix9ine ain't rap. The Baby ain't rap. They're hip hop artists. Megan Thee Stallion is hip hop. Cardi B is hip hop. Ice Spice is hip hop. Sexy Red is hip hop. Truth be told, all these newer mainstream women are hip hop. They're hip hop. The rappers are No Name and Rhapsody. I always say their names together because they are the examples for what rappers, the best rap female artists actually are. I said best rap artists females. boy, this unscripted, so we out here, man. We fucking up and we just leaving it where it's at. But those are the rappers to me. Those are the best female rappers to me. You want to talk about best hip hop, female hip hop artists, and you go ahead and say Megan and Glorilla. You know, Glorilla is as close as it gets to rap in the women, but she's also hip hop. You know, it's a shame to me. I'm not gonna go on no tangent too long about the women, but Nicki Minaj saying that makes so much sense because Nicki Minaj, she's a rapper and a hip hop artist all in one. She could talk about, you know, bouncing her ass and doing all this stuff, and she can get personal too. It's those artists that refuse to switch up. These are the ones that are becoming the icons, and the not even icons. I will say they are the figureheads for this genre at the moment, for rap and hip hop. For hip hop, I'll say. It's sad to me. It's truly sad to me. I stopped talking about rap because I do not like the direction of it. I do not like what it basically conjures up a whole bunch of nonsense. We only really care about talking about rap, or people only care to tune in when it's negativity. I could tell you that J. Cole just dropped one of the greatest albums of all time, or I could tell you that Drake just dropped one of the best albums of all time. You don't care about that. You only care if I tell you that Drake just dropped one of the weakest, most disappointing albums in the 21st century. It's like you get that they get that deep with it, and it's like, oh, you know, what's he talking about? Oh, why you feel this way? Negativity is always gonna sell. And I believe that to a T, and I'll always say my channel is one of the biggest examples of that. Not even just my channel, but just period in media. Journalism is this way. Journalism, TMZ is capitalized off this. TMZ will show you all sorts of bullshit, you know, dumb shit. They will report, Kim Kardashian went on lunch with some guy. It's just like, why do I give a fuck? But the thing that people actually give a fuck about is, Britney Spears and Sam Asghari do this bullshit, And I only know that man's last name, and I only know his name because of TMZ. I tell you, I know probably more about Britney Spears' life than she does because of fucking TMZ. They love that woman. TMZ has their targets. They got Kanye, they got Britney. You know, they got Kim. They got all the damn Kardashians. You know, they got their targets, all right? They got the people that they continue to follow around because they know they are a selling point. But Nicki was 1,000% right with that. There's only popular people. Ice Spice is popular. I'm sorry to say, but she is good enough for a couple months, for a short term. You could get tired of her stuff pretty quick because it's the same stuff. Oh, you want me. I do not want you. My ass fat. I won't bounce it on you. Your dick big. It's not big enough. It's like, you know, it gets boring after a while. It gets fucking boring. And again, let's go back to my intro. Unscripted, unfiltered. Let's really put some emphasis on that. There's a lot of people that don't want to say this type of stuff. The shit that's coming out is boring right now, you know? Yeet. After a while, you hear him say the same stuff. It's just the beats that is fun for some people, you know? NBA Youngboy, it's just the beats. Not gonna lie to you, NBA Youngboy's talented, so I understand why people can, you know, keep on back and forth with him. I understand that one. But, you truly look at the hierarchy. Like, you look at those chosen ones in rap. Drake, them same people, Drake and Future, you need them. And 2023 was the biggest example of that. If they weren't making any noise, then the rap genre as a whole wasn't getting any love. They were looking for that popular person to make fun of and make memes out of for, 6 months. You know, half the year is an artist out there that you never heard of that gets memed to death, or gets some type of attention because, they said something funny, or they did something funny, or they did something unconventional, and all of a sudden we have turned these people into rap stars. Is why every time some people get into some type of controversy, some outs, they weren't a celebrity to begin with. They do something really stupid, and oh, boom, oh, now they want a music career, and they want to wind up becoming rappers. They don't want to be pop artists. They want to be country artists. None of that shit. They want to be full-fledged rappers because rap fans eat up this type of shit. You know, I could come out of the woodworks and say, sucking my dick, sucking my toes, sucking my dick, sucking my toes, eating a burger without honey mustard, eating a burger without honey mustard. And people could loop that meme and put it online, and people be like, oh, look at this thing that this dude said. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him? And I could come out with some song, just act like I never dropped Why Y'all Hating and drop it. And people would be like, damn, oh shit, hold on now. He's starting to spit, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it never fails. Bad Baby owes her life, her entire life, to Dr. Phil. Because if that man did not give her the attention that she so desperately wanted at the time, and she became a household name built off of that controversy. Lil Pump built his name off of being stupid. 6ix9ine built his name off of being a troll. It's all these rappers that built their name off of doing the same thing and catering to a fan base that do not care about change. I feel like all the culture right now when I talk about all this stuff. So, it feels good to me to kind of shake this web and get into this field. I like talking about rap. I do. I like talking about it, but I sadly don't like to keep up with it. I sadly don't like to keep up with it because, sadly, again, the negativity. If you're going to check me out for negativity, I want to educate you and enlighten you. I tried to combine the two words, educating you. But I want to educate you and enlighten you. I want you to leave with some sort of insight. I want you to leave with some type of education in mind. It's always been my, one of the things I've always wanted to do is kind of enlighten folks, share my advice, and hopefully they can apply it to their life, or not even just apply it to your life, because I'm not Andrew Tate. I'm not trying to change your life and take the credit for how your life turns out. I essentially just want to be a positive sound out here while being entertaining, mind you. I love to entertain. It's always been super cool for me to see people laugh at what I have to say, or come to me for some type of thing. It's cool. Not that I fiend off of attention, but at the same time, I love when people want some sort of positive reinforcement in their life, through me. So it's always gonna be cool for that. Rap wasn't doing that. I was making fun of people. People didn't really care about that type of the positives and all that stuff. If I wasn't making fun of people, demeaning people, talking shit about the same three people, then no one was really checking it out. No one's really trying to see what I had to say. If you had worst in your title, you were getting those views that you were looking for. If you had best in your title and it's not that compelling, those words afterwards, nothing. We're glorifying the dumbest shit. And you see little RT on the screen. If you're not looking at the screen, I have a little RT on the screen. We talked about him in the first episode. Little RT is a 9-year-old little trap artist that's talking about running up on ops and, I can do whatever the fuck I want because, I'm a kid, but I'm really a grown-ass man. It's the worst shit ever. And people glorify this type of shit, and they act like they care about it. And I genuinely believe that rap fans gotta be one of the fakest group of people on the planet. One of the worst groups of fans that you could possibly see. God forbid, but what happens if Lil RT passes away? People are going to be saying, oh, he's the greatest 9-year-old rapper ever. It's like we don't need to be putting attention on this kid's rap career. We don't. Celebrate the kid's life and what he was before he got transformed into this fake thug, because he ain't no thug. I'm going to tell you that right now. Kids in this little picture holding up a stack of cash, nah, kid, that's not what makes you a thug. It's not at all. I hate to use this term, but standing on business is what's going to make you a thug. actually doing these things. The worst this kid's probably ever done is, fought some kid over the last juice box at fucking supper or lunchtime. No, I'm not buying it. I'm not at all buying it. He can say all the stuff he wants online and I do this and do that. You mean you want to do that and you want to do this? Oh, I want to kill my ops. Oh, I want to fuck your bitch. Oh, I want to do blah blah blah. You can't, kid. You're not going to. The adults around him ought to be ashamed. They need to get their ass clapped the fuck up. Not dick killed or anything. I won't ever advocate for someone dying, but no, they need to get their ass beat for sure. They need to get their ass beat severely. The adults that let this happen. I seen him with Kai Cenat, and I wonder if Kai Cenat dropped some wisdom on the kid. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and say Kai Cenat is a negative influence and all that other stuff. Whatever, if he did do something, cool. If not, that's just typical Kai Cenat having fun. Can't blame him too much. But it's lame. It's really lame. I don't want to document and talk about Lil RT. I don't want to talk about this kid because he wants attention. This is exactly what he wants, which is why I'll never highlight a video and title it Lil RT this, Lil RT that. You can talk about it in between the video and no one can never know. If they're not a fan of Lil RT. If you're a fan of Lil RT, you will never find this video. I'll say that much. And just even in that, grown ass men and women, a fan of a 9-year-old, grown as fuck, listening to Lil RT. Like, there's gotta be more things you need to do. They need to be watched. These are the future pedophiles of the world. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I won't go that far, but still, you're a fan of a fucking near 10-year-old. You're probably older than this kid by a decade or 2 or 3. If you're 40 listening to Lil RT, you need to get your ass beat. You need to go to jail for having bad music taste, for running out of interest in life. It's that deep. This kid, y'all gotta switch it up, man. Y'all have to. Y'all got to. Rap seemingly has the same problems that it's been having. Nothing won't change. Nothing will ever change with this. It won't. So that's why I stopped. We'll make this shorter than the others because I fear I talked about that YouTube stuff for a long time. So we'll go ahead and take a break real fast, and we're going to talk about the last topic. And we are back, y'all. If y'all hear some background noise, I am outside. When I say we taking a break, I'm taking a break. I'm getting up. I'm going to eat something, using the bathroom, whatever the case may be, man. That's why I like this podcast stuff, man, because if I need to stop, I'm going to stop. Get up. We're going to keep on rocking. We're going to keep on moving. This is real life. So what I want to talk about real quick, it's a few things, actually. It is preferences in relationships and the 50-50 conversation. The 50-50 conversation. When it is, because it's been making the rounds. It has. It was a point in time where Glorilla was talking about it, and she was saying that she go 50-50 with her partner, and you had a whole bunch of pushback from a bunch of women saying, hell no, I like a man that pays for me. I like a man that does this and that and this and that. And when I said that, there's a bunch of women that probably watching this going, I know that's right. If he not paying, then he ain't playing. We ain't doing nothing if he not paying for this this perfection. Ultimately, man, here's my take on the 50-50 conversation. If you are, now, again, there has to be a condition to 50-50. If I'm paying the bills, right? I'm simply put, just paying the bills, you got to do something else. You got to be pulling your weight at the house. You got to be doing that. If I'm paying all the bills, I come home, I expect that damn dinner to be made on time. The house needs to be clean, all this shit. It's just, anyone that has a problem with that, then that's not 50-50. Because where the fuck does your 50 come from if I'm paying all the bills, but you just sitting up on YouTube all day, going on TikTok and shit, and you just at the house. That's not 50-50. That's 100 nothing. I'm not going to be comfortable with that. That's not 50-50. And I'm sorry for the people that say, oh, I don't do 50-50, and then don't really contribute to nothing. Your side of your 50 is some pre-owned dick or pussy. You're a child. You're a kid. You're immature. You don't need to be in a relationship. The people that say, I got my own money, so 50-50, like we could do 50-50, but just know, like, I got my money and you need to make your own money. Them people I can respect a little bit, because it's like they know they're going to go into the relationship knowing that they have responsibilities, they're going to be doing stuff. But then, you know what I'm saying, they play this independent role. Independent. Sadly, this is more relevant in women. And I got to say, even more sadly, this is super relevant in black women. I hate to say it, but again, we're going to have to say, you know what I'm saying? Unscripted, unfiltered, unbiased. Guys, when it comes to their money, guys are cheap as hell. Women, they'll spend whatever. If they got it, they spending it, you know? Most women. I'm not going to say all women. Most women. It's the consensus, the stereotype on women is you're going to spend that money when you get it, and you're going to spend it on what you want. And there's a lot of responsible women out there that put to the side. They know when to spend that money, but there's a lot of immature ass women that, you know what I'm saying, the rent is due, and yet they pulling up with a nice lace front and all that and that little jazz and stuff. Hair looking good, nails looking good, they eating good, you know what I'm saying, within that week where the rent needs to be paid. They living good. They probably won't be living good under, you know what I'm saying, but they looking good. That's what I meant to say. It's crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy to me that there has to be a conversation on 50-50. In marriage, 50-50 is a must. To me, 50-50 is a must in a marriage. A marriage without children, 50-50 is an absolute must. Like I said, I'm outside. Y'all probably heard that little car just beep just now. I'm outside of a building. I'm inside of my car right now. So, again, y'all hear any all these cars driving by and stuff like that, please, you know what I'm saying, just bear with me, you know what I'm saying. I'm taking y'all everywhere I go, you know. I'm taking y'all everywhere I go. If I ain't on Instagram talking to y'all, I'm going to be on the podcast talking to y'all. We podding. We podding outside. We partying in the pod, man. So, in a marriage, it's different. In a marriage, 50-50 is a must. Without the child, it's a must. 50-50 with a child, though, you got to take care of it. If you want me to pay the bills still, like the stereotype, the standard that was set back in the day was the man is out there busting his ass, working, and stuff like that. And this is why I kind of agree with the ladies that say, oh, I don't need to be doing nothing. Because back in the day, they really wasn't. Back in the day, back in the early days, man, women were staying at home, cooking, cleaning. You know, even if they weren't wives yet, they were doing housewife things. They were at the home. They were taking care of the kids. They were cleaning. They were cooking dinners. You know what I'm saying? They were maintaining the house, holding the house down. You know what I'm saying? Making sure everything, looking at everything. The wife knew everything that was going on around the house, you know? Oh, laundry was done. Oh, she did everything. That was her job. And that's a lot. That's a lot. To maintain a house, y'all don't understand how much, how crazy that is. Y'all don't understand it. Y'all don't get it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. So, you know what I'm saying? Quick clap for the ladies that don't mind doing that stuff, because there's nothing degrading about that at all. There's nothing degrading about that at all. The women was doing all that, and the man was out there busting his ass, making the money, bringing home as much money as possible, working OT, going hard. You know, stuff needs to get fixed, man is on it. Something needs to get paid, the man got the checking book out. You know, the groceries got to get bought. There go the wife. She gonna do that. She know what everybody eats. She made sure of that. Honestly, when I say it out loud, that sounds fucking awesome. It do. It sound great. It sound great. I got all sorts of damn notifications popping up on my phone. I swear. Man, this shit just comes off so unprofessional sometimes. I understand. I get it. But just bear with me, man. one of these days we're gonna be doing this on something that's not my phone, so we don't gotta deal with all this blurring stuff out and all that shit, man. So bear with me. I'm so sorry about this. But that 50-50 sounds cool. But nowadays, you know, you can't even get that. Now it's pushback on cleaning and cooking, and you look on social media and stuff, and it's like, would you cook and clean and do all this stuff? And there's this pushback on that. What the fuck I'm cooking and cleaning for? He got some hands. He got hands and 2 hands and 2 feet. He can walk around and do all that shit. So what am I sitting up paying the bills for? If we got kids, if we got 2 kids, I basically got 3 because I'm taking care of your stupid ass too. You know? I don't want to do that. That's lame. That's an immature woman right there. That's an immature woman. And then you got these stay-at-home guys. If you're not doing the things that the women's supposed to do, again, it's not degrading. Clap for the guys that are doing them things that the ladies was doing back in the day. It's nothing demoralizing or emasculating about fucking taking care of your family, your loved ones. Nothing. The outside world to have y'all thinking that y'all are bitches if y'all act like the women. If y'all do the things that the women were doing back in the day. The duties. It's not like that, you know? If the woman is in a situation where she can make more money, what you about to do? You know what I'm saying? You acting like you gotta tuck your dick in between your legs every time she comes in the house. That's not what happens. That's not how it goes. Now, obviously, sometimes in this situation, the man, you know what I'm saying, there is an emasculating feel behind it because now the woman, you know, she takes on a more masculine role and she's like, oh, I want this and this and that and this and that. It's like a man do feel that way. But honestly, shit, can you blame her for acting like that? She's holding the fort down. Ultimately, y'all don't live there if she's not doing what she's doing. And that's why a lot of women now say, I got my money, go get yours. Because they don't want to have to go through this whole, oh, I'm emasculating you thing. She already had her money. If she so happens to make more money than you, then there's that. You just didn't put yourself in a position where you're on her level. You know what I'm saying? This girl might be college educated. You might still be working with your high school diploma and stuff. That's just how I go. That's just what, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to do what it do with that. You're going to have to find the best opportunity you can with just a high school diploma. There are some jobs out there that can hire you for $20, $21 up. You know, I've never seen anyone hire for $30 off of a high school diploma. Shit, where they find that at? You know what I'm saying? Let me know something. But it's crazy. It is. I think 50-50 should be obvious. It is. I think the only example where 50-50 doesn't take place is if the woman is pregnant and she can't work and you gotta hold the fort now. And that essentially that becomes like an 80-20. It's not like she can't walk or nothing, but again, you gotta make it so she's as comfortable as possible. You gotta make sure your lady is comfortable, guys. A lot of women have seen that men have lost the plot with protecting their woman. You gotta work. You gotta be the protector. You gotta be the provider. You gotta be damn near everything in one. And make sure she's happy because she is ultimately, if she's gonna be a stay-at-home mom, she's gonna hold the fort down for you. Now, if she's lazy as hell and she's not really doing nothing, I understand it. I get it. If she's doing 50-50 but doing a poor job at it, I understand. The food cold, the house still kind of dirty, but she made somewhat of an effort. You know what I'm saying? She don't keep track of them bills and where they supposed to be at. The laundry get done, but shit, that shit's still cold and it's a little wet sometimes when you take it out the thing, which is the worst feeling, by the way. You wash clothes, you take it out the dryer, and that shit, you put it in there for like 30 damn minutes, you take that shit out and it be cold. No, not cold, but damn, just wet as fuck still. 30 minutes on the highest damn temperature. Still cold. Still damn, like, I can't do that shit, man. I can't. That's why man, don't knock them laundromats, man. But at the same time, they be the ones that be doing that shit. I don't get it. I truly don't get it because back in the day, 50-50 was just cut like that. Now we've opened up to where women have gotten to a place where they now have opportunities to make big money, and they're making big money, and now they're throwing it in your damn face. There's guys out here that are willing to, sit there and get their dick sucked while their woman goes out and works all day, and then come home and that guy does absolutely fucking nothing. Can't cook, can't put a damn piece of bread in a toaster, can't do shit. And to them people, I say, y'all are mentally still 15. Y'all gotta wake up. When you got celebrities saying, oh, 50-50, like, can you imagine how it is in Beyonce and Jay-Z's household, I can imagine. I mean, they're both fucking millionaires. Beyonce might be closest to a billionaire than all the women in her field, but it's ridiculous. It is. Because if Jay-Z says, oh yeah, we do 50-50, I pay the bills and she does everything else, and all that stuff, but you got the damn assistant shift manager at Burger King talking about I will never do 50-50. It's like, girl, you ain't got the job to where you can do it. Shit. We can't get into nothing with your damn income. We not about to do nothing with that. Not to shame people that are working, but it's like, know your role and shut your damn mouth. To quote The Rock, know your role and shut the fuck up. If you ain't got bank like that, you cannot talk shit on people that also don't got bank. You ain't making money. You can't call people broke when you are also broke. If you was not middle class, you can't talk shit to no one that's lower class. You in the lower class, you can't do nothing. You just so happen to have 2,000, but somebody rocking 50 for a week, you still can't say shit, because when it's time for bills, you're gonna be right there next to the boy with the 50. Life is hard. And to quote another man in the WWE, life sucks and then you die. So why would I sit here and stress with my partner? These are things that you talk about in the talking stage. If she ain't talking about 50-50 and you ain't fucking with it, why would you keep going in that relationship? She's talking about some 90-10. Oh yeah, you pay the bills and I'll just fuck you. Like, that ain't nothing. That's 100-0 right there. Cause sex is to some degree supposed to happen. We not having sex, and I don't get it. God gave me a dick to stick in you, girl. Why are you acting up? Why are you acting weird? No, I don't ever want to have sex. It's like, what, huh? Who, huh? What? Where? Who, what? I'm not saying rape the damn girl, but I'm saying, what the hell? Ain't never heard of that shit. Couple that don't have sex, man. Keep it in the storybooks and the fairy tales and whatnot. When we touch base on the 50-50 talk, we really have to get it down to one key thing. You have to take patience to love somebody that has not been loved properly. That has been in a situation where they have seen the same thing over and over. I say it like that because there's a lot of people that have been loved improperly that had to be forced into a situation. You have to understand that if you're going into something with somebody, because best believe that is a long-term thing. A 50-50 is a long-term thing. If you're going to be stuck in a relationship with somebody, you're in it with them for good, you have to know if this is how they truly think or if this is what they have been told to do. Everybody should do how they feel things should go or what they've been doing. No one should change up. No one should have to compromising, that's fine. You compromise, you know how important you are in that relationship. This person really cares about you when they compromise. But we sit there and we realize for a second, because a lot of people, they hear these things and they don't put into consideration the context that comes with it. Some people have to live that way. Some people tell themselves they have to live that way because that's all they're used to. Some people were in messed up situations. Again, you have to have patience with someone that wasn't loved properly. It's always going to be a situation where people feel that when they enter a relationship, they're just going to get a default reset on whatever gender they're with. That for some reason, you're getting a girl that is somewhat the same as the last person you're with, and that is not the case all the time. That's the problem with you then. If every person you chase is a reflection of the last person you were with, you'll never have a successful relationship in that case. You're looking for all the good stuff in that last person, but not on none of the bad stuff. There's gonna be bad stuff in everybody. I'm a gentleman. I'm you know what I'm saying? I pay attention. I'm there for you when you need me. But the bad stuff, hell, I'm blunt. You know? That's just one of the bad things. I'm willing to call you out on bullshit if you're bullshitting. And that's something that a lot of people don't like. A lot of people. But while we on that tip, right? I want to talk about the preferences in relationships. Now, sadly, I gotta get on this race tip real quick. My brothers, my sisters, we have been tripping. Y'all have been tripping because I don't do this stupid shit. But just simply between black people, black women seem to have a problem with black men dating white women. Not all black women, just a lot of them on social media. And then black men, they have a problem when women step out with any other race. And it's crazy to me. It's like, damn, you don't want to date the brothers. You with this Muslim motherfucker. You with this Asian motherfucker. You with this, all them nationalities and all that stuff. Men, some black men do not want you to step out. In my family, it's rare to see one of my family members with someone black. They all ain't got with a white woman. A white woman or a white man. And it's crazy to me. It's very, very crazy to me that people believe that they get to dictate who someone else should be dating. Tell me, black women, real quick, tell me, what is the problems with a black man dating a white woman? Is her pussy shaped different than yours? Does she not cook as good as you? You fear that black man not getting the seasoning on his chicken? The seasoning on his burgers, the seasoning on his macaroni and cheese and all this other stuff that we all eat. You fearing for him? You worried? You want to be able to cook that stuff? Here's my thing. Don't worry about who you wouldn't date anyways. The people that have a problem, at the end of the day, it just comes off like you want them. Why you want to hoard them? You want to hoard the brothers that you wouldn't even give attention to anyways. They got to be stuck dating one race because you deemed it. No, our kind has to think that our kind is the best all the time. That ain't always gonna be the case. Hell, out of all the people I've ever met in my life, I've got more black enemies than any other race. And ain't nothing wrong with black folk. Ain't nothing wrong with black folk at all. But some of y'all could be some ignorant ass clowns. I would say that much. Some of y'all could be some ignorant fucking people. Ignorant is an understatement for a lot of you. I've gotten into so many black people can't be racist conversations. It just don't make no damn sense. And I'm here to double down on this shit when I say it. Black people 1,000% could be racist, all right? 1,000%. I'm not trying to hear any, no, it's, no, hell no. There's no excuse for it. There's none. White folks have slurs you can call them, and if you call them that, you a bigot. You a fucking racist. Just because a white person calls you a nigga, that makes them racist. Sure. It does. That makes them a racist if they say it in a racist context. It makes them racist. But you attacking a white person, you say something crazy, yeah, you racist. You racist as hell. I can't believe that there's pushback on that statement. Every race and nationality can be racist. Can have, I forget what it's called. Damn, I'm really messing up. It starts with a J. Oh, no, P. Prejudice. J. Wow, that's wild. I say all that is because to stop somebody from dating one race, this just ties back to fucking segregation. Like, what the hell is this? Hell no. Y'all, we have a fit if they said only white people could date white people and only black people could date black people. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. The sooner we accept each other for who we are, and I don't think this is ever going to change, by the way. I don't ever think this is going to stop. It's never going to stop. It's never going to change. There's always going to be some sort of racial divide in America, at least. You know, there's always going to be some sort of racial divide. And yeah, it's just unfortunate. That's just how that is, sadly, you know? And I want to say that I don't, like, I understand preferences in relationships. I do. But when you come to me and say, oh, I don't date white people, or I don't date Muslims, or I don't date blah, 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 anything. Guys, if you say you don't only date women that are short with big booties and all this shit, like, you sound stupid. I just want you to know that. You sound fucking dumb. You sound dumb. Generalizing is what's going to have a lot of y'all sitting there eating Haagen-Dazs on the couch watching Days of Our Lives with fucking 18 cats surrounding you. Oh, I love cats. Well, you better, you know what I'm saying? You better Shane Dawson one of them motherfuckers. That's probably one of the only times you're going to have some sexual interaction from a fucking breathing damn specimen on this earth. If you treat people like that, you just pick through the damn barrel until you get that specific thing all the fucking time. That's not how the world works. I understand for jobs. Oh, I only work this job. I never worked this job. You know, sure, okay. But we talking about people. We talking about who we want to lay our heads with. What is wrong? Like, that's prejudice to me. That's prejudice as shit. That's prejudice. How the hell is that not prejudice? If I go out there and say, where are all the ladies at except the white girls? Or let a white guy say that, come into a club and say, where are all my white women at? No black bitches. You know, no none of y'all black women. I don't want y'all. That man's going to get his ass beat. You know why that man's going to get his ass beat? Because he's going to be perceived as a bigot and racist. Turn the races around and it's the same shit to me. Still fucking racist. I can't believe there is some pushback on prejudice in America. Every fucking color of your skin can be prejudice. Can be. The most, you know, the only damn preference I've got is don't be a piece of shit. And sadly, I've ran into them pieces of shit 6 months down the line in these damn relationships. I don't see them true colors on them first dates. Now, I understand that. You find what you weren't looking for later, and that's a issue. But we saying we don't like a specific skin color now? Who the fuck do y'all think y'all are? This is some shit that gets instilled in you guys from your parents. This is an environment that you grew up in. This ain't got shit to do with just how you were born. You ain't born not fucking with a specific race. You're not born saying, goo goo gaga, no white dick. Like, you know, you're not saying that. You're not saying goo goo gaga, no white pussy. You know, you're not saying none of that. You ain't coming up as a kid saying, oh, I hate white people. I hate black people. No, it's a learned thing. It's learned. You look around your environment, you know, you learn this. And I'm sorry to those that have had those shitty experiences with another race, but I'm here to tell you right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20 people ain't the entire damn race. It ain't the entire population. I ain't seen a whole bunch of white people say a whole bunch of racist shit to my brothers and sisters on Twitter. I ain't calling it X. I'm calling it Twitter. Fuck Elon Musk. I ain't seen a whole bunch of racism from white people to black folk on Twitter. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, fuck all white people. You know what I'm saying? You generalize, and that's what's going to push us even further back as a human race. It is. There's such thing as shitty white folk, shitty racist white people. There's shitty, prejudiced, bigoted black people. Same for the Asians. Same for the damn, Latin folk, for the Europeans, UK, Indians, Palestine, like all of that. All of it. I don't know why I almost say Palestinians. That's just the first thing that popped up in my head when I was thinking about other nationalities and whatnot, or countries and stuff. They ain't been making the rounds. I don't have a stance on that Israel-Palestine shit. I don't know why I've been asked that recently. You're not about to fuck me up. I don't know why companies even have a hat and that shit. I stand with Israel. You're fucked. Oh, I stand with Palestine. You're fucked too. It's over with. No matter who you say you support, like, the world ain't gonna support either. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Not. I think Starbucks said something about, I don't know. It's absolutely bullshit. You telling me if a guy standing in front of a white woman and she is just decked out fine, treats him good, talks to him good, makes him feel like a real man, all this stuff, you telling me that he's not allowed to be with her just because she's white? Are we real here? Are we serious? We dictating who gets to be happy with what? Settle with a black woman or don't be fucking happy at all. Settle with this black dick bitch or don't fuck nobody. It's like, what are we doing right now? What are we doing? My cousin just had a beautiful baby with a white woman, and I could not be more proud on this. I can't be more proud to call myself, I'm technically his cousin, but hey, he said I'm his uncle, so we're going to treat it as that. I'm his uncle. I'm a proud fucking uncle to that half black, half white kid. And you got some people in my family that had pushback on their relationship. I don't know why he keep being around these white girls. It's like, who the fuck, who you with right now? You with a what? You with a black guy? You happy? Funny enough, a lot of motherfuckers in my family, they ain't switch partners more than damn square dancers. So it's crazy to me how we could sit up and talk about who's with, and you can't keep a damn man or woman. If you can't keep a damn boyfriend or girlfriend, you should not be talking about who can keep their partner. You sound bitter, you sound stupid. Stay in your lane. You sad black bitch. You sad white bitch. You sad Asian bitch. You sad Latin bitch. You sad stupid motherfuckers. You lonely, you sitting there hating on the world, and you wonder why you're single, and the fucking reason is staring at your dumb ass right in the mirror. Wake up. Maturity is the top thing that is lacking in America. Maturity and goddamn accountability and responsibility. So if I tell myself, "Ooh, I like that little Latin fire right there," I'm not gonna be pressured by my ancestors to not talk to her. Okay? My great goddamn grandpa's ghost ain't about to be knocking on my door talking about some, "If you date that Mexican bitch, I'm gonna haunt your house for 5 weeks. I'm gonna creak the doors. You're gonna think it's rats in the house and it's really just the doors. You need to put some WD-40 on them motherfuckers." I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Alright? I'm just gonna be haunted then. You're not gonna fuck up my happiness. You're not gonna mess it up for me. And the same should go out for everybody else out there. Stop dictating who should be with who. Ooh, I only like girls with big booties and blah blah. Stop it. Cut it out. Stop it. You blocking your blessing. There's some pancake booty girl out there with a nice personality that could treat you great. There's some floppy, now and later titty having girl that that'll treat you great. Ladies, there's some Aunt Dick 3 inches having pecker dick having fucking guy that could treat you great, feed you, pay them bills, get your hair done, them nails done, boost your ego. You know what I'm saying? There's a guy out there with a fucked up hairline out there ready to treat you good. There's a guy that's 5'9", right there at the precipice of what you don't accept in the height. You know, that's another thing. Where the fuck did this 6 foot shit come from? Y'all got me fucked up with that one. Thankfully, I'm 6'3", so I ain't never had a problem with it. You know, 6'3" and buff. So they want tall, dark, and handsome. I don't know about the handsome thing, but I tell you one thing: I'm tall and I'm kind of getting dark. But I'm about as brown gets. Well, it's brown as supposed to. Brown is supposed to look. I ain't dark, you know what I'm saying? I ain't Michael Blackson or nothing, but I ain't Drake's color neither, you know. So we know this. Y'all have seen me before. It ain't like I'm Rey Mysterio or something. Y'all know my skin color. I mean, y'all know his skin. Well, let me just shut the fuck up, okay? Yeah. All right. Where the fuck did this 6 foot thing come from? Do you understand how rare that is? Being 6'2" and up, you're like 1% of the planet. You're in the top 10% of the planet. Top 10. The standard right now. Oh, I need me a 6 foot. He needs to be 6 foot. You know, he needs to be, you know what I'm saying, getting some money. You know, making this much money. His dick needs to be taller than 8 inches. You know, like you understand how short that percentage is? You know how lucky you will be to find that shit? Find somebody with their dick hanging to their ankles? A grower, and this shit soft at fucking 5 fucking inches? He's 6 feet, damn. He's 6'4" in shoes. He's 6'6". Hair looking good and got money. Shit. Sorry, baby, but that's in the NBA. They ain't looking for no damn regular degulars. They looking for something to pipe and not wife. And the ones that they are wifing up, look at their bodies, look at their faces. They all fine as hell. They ain't settling. Them athletes don't settle for no damn French bulldog in the face looking ass woman. They not looking for. They don't settle for that. They want them a woman that they can look at, they can feel up on, and that they have fun being around. And that's what they settle with. And sadly, a lot of them cheat on them women. Athletes are stupid. I say that much. Look at Zion Williamson if you want an example of that. Look at PJ Washington if you want an example of that, you know? Shit. They dumb. They dumb as hell. But it's just crazy to me. The requirements, you know, we need people to exude. Women gotta be short with a big booty, a pinched waist, you know, no fat whatsoever, but except in the booty area. You know what I'm saying? Titties gotta be a C or higher. Fuck that. They want D's. You know what I'm saying? The face gotta be cute. Basically, they want a damn anime girl. They want an anime girl with big titties, big booty. Got a cute little moan, little moan. Moan sound like the damn a little ad lib on the box. I get annoyed hearing that shit. I can't lie to you. I can't hear that shit, man. All the time in the bedroom. Something wrong. I can't. There's something wrong with it to me. It's like you fucking a damn kid, and that sounds crazy. The higher that voice get, it's like oh man, I gotta just you forced to look at her because it's like shit. If you close your eyes, yeah, that's what I would think that I would think I was doing. And I ain't no damn Jared Fogle ass nigga, so that's not happening over here. You got a lot of y'all got so much gall, man. Y'all block y'all blessings by looking at people's physical features and telling yourselves that you're too good for a specific thing. Damn girl come up to you and she's cute, but she don't have a stacked out Cardi B fake ass, SZA fake ass, a damn Nicki Minaj fake ass, a Ice Spice. That's real, but you know, Ice Spice booty. Ain't got no Dolly Parton, Megan Thee Stallion titties, you know. Y'all underrating Megan Thee Stallion body, by the way. It ain't just her booty. Let me calm down, all right? Because she been showing out recently. Let me relax. It ain't just that. But y'all duck that because they don't look good because you don't get to brag. A lot of y'all egos need to be checked. Y'all want a girl that y'all can brag about. A lot of y'all girls want a guy that y'all can brag about. Oh, he get my nails done. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Table talk, this tea shit. Y'all want to talk about them to y'all damn single fucking best friends. And them friends, all right, them friends don't be shit. I'll be fearing getting in a damn relationship. Because the one thing I will say about the black women, them damn single friends don't be shit. They don't be shit. They'll fuck up the relationship from the inside. You have fucking haters that you ain't never met. Girl, you need to come out to the club with us. Like, that ass is fat and you know, it needs to be shaken, okay? You need to come out here and shake that boot and, like, you know what I'm saying? Shake it. Like, and ask him for the money too. Like, ask him for some ones. Because we gonna get fucked up tonight off that Hennessy, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I fear for my life when you know what I'm saying? I gotta know who my woman's friends are. I do. Because that tell me right there, you know what I'm saying, how her mind going. Because her friends can influence her. Y'all act like they don't. They can. They very much can. They very much can. I ain't gonna sit here and say that the white girls ain't doing that, but I tell you one damn thing, shit. Is at a high accelerated damn pace with the black women. I say that damn much. And again, I love me some queens. I love me some melanin. I love me some black women, but y'all be on some bullshit. Okay? Love me some black women. I ain't with nothing but black women. Not to say I've never been with a white woman. Not to say I've never been with a Latina. I've been with them. I've been with everything, okay? But I love me some chocolate, okay? I love me some chocolate. Funny enough, my favorite flavor really is white chocolate. Out the chocolates is white chocolate. I love that. I love that shit a lot. But we talk about women. I love me some black women. The preference strong with them? Sure. I always look for my black women before everything else. Is that my preference? When I say, I'm looking for the black woman over everything else, that don't mean I'm, you know what I'm saying, kicking everything out. When I was online dating, I was looking at them black women like they was the queens of that app. You know? I got to every other race and I was looking at them the same way, but there was just something about them black women that just looked so great to me. I love the homeland. Oh, trust and believe me. I'm loyal to the soil. But y'all have to get your minds out of the goddamn social media. Your imagination is going to have you jacking off every night. Your imagination is going to have your roles doing triple overtime, ladies. Your damn imagination is going to have you watching hentai. And your damn shit going to get worse watching porn. Trust and believe me, your standards get worse with porn. They do. We're going to be talking about porn addiction real soon. One of these days we will. And I will mention this again. Porn fucks y'all minds up. It does. It forces ED. It forces you to think that women are a certain way. It forces you to believe that sex should go a certain way. And trust and believe me, porn can do more damage than good. You get to squall your nuts off and feel good temporarily, but the long-term damage that porn can do is absolutely extensive. We will talk about that soon, but we ain't talked about the 50-50. We ain't talked about the shaming and all that stuff. And I honestly want to say that I do still believe that the dating pool is just absolutely in shambles. I truly do believe that dating is worse right now. You absolutely, like, I have little to no hope when it comes to the dating world because of the standards that are being set. And I want to specifically talk about the black community once again. It is absolutely draining with the black community. Draining. I see women nowadays walk around with a guy and they look the same. They look the damn same. You got them dreads. You know what I'm saying? He dresses the same. You know, got them, you know? I'm seeing the same pattern. Same shit. And honestly, I want to say this. Y'all gotta switch it up. Y'all have to. Y'all gotta lose that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta date no white boy that's on some, oh, gee willikers. How you doing, Brenda? May I hold your hand, please? And escort you inside of the building? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm holding your hand. Oh, wowie. Okay. Oh, my dick is getting a little hard. Excuse that. Okay. What kind of food do you want? Like, no, you ain't gotta go for that. First things first. The way I made that hypothetical man sound, he ain't gonna be dating. Okay. That is a blow up doll he took wherever he just was. Y'all gotta chill, man. Y'all have to relax. Give these other people a chance. Give them a try. It's not gonna kill you. I promise you. You go on a date with a white boy. He's not about to sit there and call you the hard R the whole damn date. He's not about to sit there and ask to touch your hair and is that your hair real? And I love sexy red too. When you see me in the club and ski, it's like, no, it's not. That's not gonna happen. If you dating someone that still believes in Jim Crow laws, then sure, yeah, you gonna date somebody that's about to sit there and bring a fucking flaming torch on the damn date. It ain't even gonna be a date. It's gonna be a date when y'all can meet up, but shit, y'all ain't gonna have no romance in that situation. Unless it's, that torch going up that man's ass. And there you go. That's romance for you. A lot of men out here into anal play out here. It's getting ridiculous. It truly is. I'm seeing it all over Twitter. Is hit an all-time high, and it's absolutely annoying to me. It's absolutely annoying to me because, honestly, we can do better. We can do better than this. We really can. I honestly, truthfully believe black people and white people are the face of interracial, not even interracial dating. I want to say it is, but I also want to say they're the face of head-to-head conflict in this world when it comes to races, blacks and whites. And when we talk about a race that can't stand themselves, African Americans hate themselves so much. Black man fighting with black women, black man holding black man back, hating on the other black man, a black woman. Oh, yeah, sis, I got you, but secretly, I'm telling you right now, black women, black women hate y'all more than any other fucking race out here. They hate white women a lot too, but shit, shit. Let me tell you something. I ain't seen a lot of old fucking black women hate on their sisters. Bad. Fuck her Uncle Tom. This is her Uncle Tiana. So, it's wild. It is. I'm not going to reiterate anything. Honestly, I'm hoping we see a change from all this because, truthfully, I do want to see more unity from the black community. I want to see more interracial couples could be able to show themselves out here. You got Bronny James showing his prom date, and they're like, oh, a white woman, huh? You got Kawhi Leonard showing his wife, and it's a white woman. They're like, oh, a white woman, huh? Okay. A milkman, I see. Oh, look at the mommy milkers. It's like y'all gotta be start acting normal, man. You truly do. It's embarrassing. It's just embarrassing. It is. But that's all I care to speak on everything, man. Love talking with y'all. Once again, this might be like 2 hours or something, nearing 2 hours. Whatever it is, man. I'm sure, salute to whoever got to the end of this podcast. Salute to who gave it a try and couldn't do it because I was saying something stupid. Salute if you heard my voice at all during this podcast, man. I absolutely love and appreciate y'all 100%. I'm down for the cause. We in here. We potting, man. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I like doing this more than the videos. I might just be a straight up podcaster. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, man. I appreciate y'all, black queens, black kings, and every other damn race out there. Black, white, the kings and the queens. Okay, y'all have a great goddamn day. Stop this 50-50 debacle. Stop this damn stopping other people from being happy shit. Be happy, okay? Be happy. Because we only got ourselves at the end of the day, and your partner, whoever that may be, don't block your blessings by listening to the society, you know what I'm saying, the voices out there that don't sleep with you at night. You know what I'm saying? Do you. Because that's all you can do is you. Well, you and whoever your partner is. But with that being said, I'm gonna let y'all sleep, man. I'm gonna let y'all sleep. I'm gonna let y'all eat. I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all doing. Appreciate y'all, man. Until the next episode. Peace out.